Hey everyone, my name is Jason and I'm a mudlark in London. Tonight I have something special planned for you. We're going to go nightlarking. In the summer months in London, we experience some of the lowest tides of the year. They're so low that parts of the foreshore are only exposed at this time of year. So there's a really good chance of finding some historically significant artifacts along the River Thames. Over the years, I have found some really incredible artifacts while mudlarking at night. For instance, I have found many clay pipes that have long stems. I've also discovered a complete 18th century apothecary bottle, a pearl ring from the early 19th century, a beautiful gold coin dated 1803, highly decorated buttons from the 18th century, and I also discovered a large 8.2 carat garnet from Sri Lanka, which is one of my best finds from the Thames. Let's go nightlarking and see what we can find. I'm sure we'll discover some incredible artifacts and also experience some beautiful scenery along the River Thames. Let's go! To go mudlarking in London, everyone must have a license from the Port of London Authority. All artifacts which are 300 years or older must be reported to the Museum of London. Digging and scraping along the North Bank are strictly prohibited. Fortunately, I have special permission because I am a member of the Society of Thames Mudlarks. I wonder what that is. Look at that. What is it? Got a keychain or something. A little telescope or something. Ooh. Oh, look at that. See the design on that? Possibly from the Commonwealth period in the mid-17th century, a palm tree is depicted on this cloth seal. In the 16th century, cloth represented 90% of England's exports, and London controlled almost 80% of this export trade, which was shipped abroad from the River Thames. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's another seal. Looks like it has a crown on it of some type. I'll have to clean it up and look at it at home. Between the 13th and 18th centuries, cloth seals made of lead were used as a means of identification, regulation, and quality control of cloth produced in Britain. These seals were fixed to a cloth as evidence that the correct tax had been paid. The face of King William III is depicted on this late 17th century cloth seal, which I found while nightlarking. What's that? Ooh, wonder what that is. Nice little coins, very thin. It's probably old. I'll have to give it a clean when we get home, but I think I see a cross on this side. You see that? This coin cleaned up very nicely. Yeah. Do you see the crown at the top there? It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got a kind of Greek cross here on the reverse, and it has the date 1783. And I was able to identify this on the internet, and it's actually a Sardinian coin from the 18th century. So it must have been dropped in the Thames, potentially from a sailor from Sardinia that was bringing goods to London, importing goods from Sardinia in the 18th century. Amazing. just spotted a clay marble down here. See the round thing right there? There you go, let's pick it up. Yeah, beautiful clay marble. I wonder what kid lost this while they were playing along the Thames. Nice one. So I was out mudlarking this evening with Anna.
Hello.
Here she is. Say hello.
Hi. Pleased to meet you.
Anna has discovered some incredible glass bottles along the River Thames and other locations in Britain. I simply love the various shapes, sizes, and colors of these beautiful historic bottles. See a clay pipe just laying there on the foreshore. It's probably from the 18th century. The stem would have been a lot longer, but yeah, nice little artifact. Typical Thames find. I see a little lead token here. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. You see that little lead token here. It's got the letter F written on it. And I think it's got the other initial on the other side. Can't read it. It could be an R, possibly. There we go. FR. Nice little lead token. This is one of the biggest finds we mudlarks find on the Thames. You see this massive anchor. Obviously no mudlark can take this home, so they just are lying on the Thames foreshore waiting to be collected, just abandoned here for centuries. But they're beautiful. Some of them are very old. This one's probably not that old, but some of them are about 300 years old. In this area, you can see a lot of garnets. You just look closely into my torch. There's quite a few just in this small area. I spotted quite a large one, if I can find it again. There we go. It's a nice big red garnet from the Thames. Absolutely gorgeous. They really show up nicely in the torch light, in the flashlight. All over in this patch. There's another big garnet right here. Do you see that right there? Oh, that's a gorgeous big one. So I was out mudlarking with Anna tonight and we found a lovely smorgasbord of different artifacts from the Thames. These are all very stereotypical finds, a lot of pins and aglets, some coins, medieval pottery, 17th century pottery.
So there's wonderful cloth seals and some modern coins. Look at that. Is that a little clay marble? It's very, very light. It's rather gorgeous. A thumbprint in a piece of pottery. It's like a mark from the past. If you put your thumb in there, you're feeling the imprint of somebody from hundreds of years ago. Oh, there's another one there actually on the base of this. Is that Tudor?
Yeah, I think so, based on the glaze and the kind of reddish fabric.
And then we have a bit of a Bellarmine. Is that here? That looks like a bit of a Bellarmine pot. This is a little bit of Roman pottery here.
Wow.
And how crazy is that? It feels a bit like a biscuit. They're always very dry, aren't they? They don't have they weren't big on glazes, the Romans.
Yeah, it looks like black burnish ware, probably 1,700 years old.
That's absolutely crazy. This is star find, of course. An American cent. That was fortuitous. It was found today. Look, a little tiny bit of hook for clothing, you find so many of these. So many of bits of people's clothing end up on the foreshore, like buttons. And that's a beauty, a little Tudor button. And this amazing little bead here. I love finding beads, but Jason found this beautiful blue bead. I think it's glass. If I tap it against my teeth, I think I can say it's glass. It's very uneven actually in the middle. Don't know the age of that. They're very hard to date actually. So there's a lot of debate about how old things are. Oh yes, this is another star Jason find. He's got his own little periscope, which is good. Helps him see things. He found my key on the foreshore.
That's true.
One time, which was amazing. I lost it. 2 tides went over it, and Jason found it at night. So, I think I'd have missed this. I think it's a little bit of a buckle.
Yeah,
maybe a
medieval
medieval
shoe
buckle.
buckle.
That's incredible,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So some gentleman was walking along hundreds of years ago and cursed as he lost his buckle on the foreshore. So I really like this little pipe. It doesn't have a stem. I'm a bit of a Puritan. I like them to have stems, but I think that's about, I'd say 1610 to 1640, which is rather amazing, isn't it? So that's only about 30 years after tobacco was introduced to England. Beautiful.
Yeah, stunning.
And then I love these. They're not really gold. It's Thames gilding. They've been in the mud. They've just come out very recently. There are pins in there, and these are aglets. If you can see them properly. So those would have been used on the ends of dangly bits of lace, like the ends of the equivalent to the end of a shoelace, but dangling off clothes. And they have made this sort of beautiful blingy shine to things, which is wonderful. They're resting on a bit of old leather. That could be about 300 or 400 years old, that leather. I have to make sure it doesn't dry out. And these are beautiful bits of pottery. That's called Staffordshire slipware. Everyone in 18th century England would have been eating off that in taverns. And that's just really beautiful. Painted, a little bit of Delft. And then here, this handle's rather magnificent. It's so elegant. I think it might be medieval.
I think you're right.
And it really is, it's got beautiful, elegant, long lines, like a wonderful, elegant lady. So I think those are my favourite finds. And of course, I've got a massive set of teeth here. I collect those to show to children, but actually I might keep that one for myself because they look brutal. I think they're sheep though.
That's a massive sheep.
So that's really the array of amazing finds, and then mine as well here.
Great, it's been a successful evening. Walking along the river at night is a magical experience and a great way to see London from a different perspective. The foreshore is quiet and serene. Currently, most of the bridges in central London are beautifully illuminated as part of the longest public art commission in the world called Illuminated River. Designed and programmed by New York-based artist Leo Villarreal, this project is the first cohesive lighting vision for the Thames bridges in central London, celebrating the structures as architectural, social, and historical landmarks. Stretching for more than 3.2 miles in length, the changing sequences of colorful light reveal the beauty of the existing architecture of London's bridges and the relationship to the river that flows beneath them. The lighting draws attention to the bridges across the Thames, the relationship to one another, and to the neighborhoods they connect on either bank. This large-scale installation provides the public with the opportunity to enjoy the architectural beauty of London's bridges and gain an understanding of their relationship with the river flowing beneath them. Illumination on the first 4 bridges was unveiled in 2019. And 5 more bridges were completed in April 2021. It is a phenomenal experience to go nightlarking under these wonderfully illuminated bridges. Hopefully, the bright lights will help us find more artifacts lying on the foreshore. This evening, I'm headed to a beautiful part of the river in Rotherhithe, which has a rich maritime history. I'm meeting my good friend and fellow mudlark, Nicola White, to go nightlarking together. Low tide is very late tonight, so we decided to meet up for a few drinks along the river and enjoy the warm summer evening. As the tide slowly receded below us, we chatted and watched the sun slowly set over the city of London in the distance. When the sun disappeared behind the skyline, we put on our boots, gloves, knee pads, and headlamps and headed down to the foreshore to start mudlarking, hoping to find some historical treasures exposed by the receding tide. It was a perfect evening for mudlarking. The sky was painted with a stunning array of colors. It was a breathtaking and magical experience. Piece of pottery here, kind of nestled between the stones. Looks like it has two little oak leaves on it. You see that? It's probably part of a teacup. That looks like the rim of the teacup. Nice Victorian transferware, blue transferware. See a little musket ball in this area here. It's got a nice weight to it. This would have been fired from a musket back in probably the 17th, 18th, or 19th centuries.
So there's a button here, look. I don't think that's plain.
Oh, but probably Georgian, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still a really nice button, definitely.
Absolutely.
I'd say.
Probably off of a uniform, potentially?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, really nice find.
Nice one.
I love buttons.
Yeah.
I don't think it's got a maker on it, but it could do under there. But yeah, Georgian, I expect. I think that's a little bead. I'm not sure. It could be.
It's beauty. I think so. I think you're right.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
Is it metallic or is
Well,
it?
it looks metallic. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll have to investigate it further when I get home.
Nice. This location, we find a lot of ship snails. You see all these nails down here? They're copper nails. You can see them here. They're copper ship snails, and they used to use brass and copper because on the ships they used to have a lot of gunpowder, and if there were iron nails and something strikes the nails, it would send a spark and blow up the boat with all the gunpowder on board. So they use brass and copper nails in order to prevent that from happening. Nice bit of history, maritime history.
It's a vulcanite bottle stopper here, a very, very worn one, but I always love finding these.
What are they, Victorian?
Yeah, that's right. They were actually patented in 1873 by Henry J. Barrett.
Okay, interesting tip.
Yes, they were the first screw top bottle top, actually. They came after the cod marble.
Ah,
yeah.
Wow. I just spotted something amazing. Wow. Looks like it's a hammer coin. Silver hammer coin. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Looks probably 16th century Tudor. I'll have to clean it up when I get home, but it's nice and thin. Made of pure silver. Beautiful piece of history. Just within this one small area, just found a load of musket balls, and some of it's pistol shot, probably the smaller ones. But just kind of shows the maritime history from this area. Nicola is a well-known artist who uses colorful glass shards to make beautiful works of art. Some of her best creations are glass fish. Quite a few bits of glass in this area.
Yeah, there's some nice little bits here.
I like the olive color right there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah,
that's
a nice big chunk.
Yeah, you can see all the big variety of colours.
So it does actually work for the fish?
Yeah, see that will be a nice head of a fish, or that way round. See, and then we're looking for bits for the body and the fins. All these little bits can be fitted together to be part of a fish body.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a nice piece. It probably came from an old milk bottle. You can see that lettering on there. And it's always fun to add these pieces to a fish. It gives them a little bit of a name.
Nice.
There's a little blue piece.
Blue glass is very rare in the River Thames, but Nicola has found several pieces to make gorgeous cobalt blue fish. Some of the glass is even from blue poison bottles from the 19th century.
That's another lovely eye there, and I'm liking that bit too. It's obviously the neck of a bottle, but it's you know, that will provide a nice little piece of texture on the fish. Nice piece. That's a particularly nice. That is a beautiful piece. That's the best bit that I found so far.
Is that glass? Yellow
yeah,
glass?
this is lovely. It looks like it's come off of an old boat light.
Ah, yeah.
But that's stunning. I mean, that's a real fin shape as well. So that's perfect. Perfect.
Found something for you here, Nicola. Look at that beauty. Red.
Oh my goodness.
Red.
Yes.
Oh, probably off another ship light, huh?
That's
with that kind of ribbed appearance.
That's gorgeous. Look at that. That's so special.
Excellent.
Yeah, I always get I get excited when I find blue, but even more excited when I find red glass, because that's ultra rare.
So it's a perfect shard.
That is perfect, yeah. See, that's another nice piece for a head there. So you would put it like that, and then you've got the fin going up there, you know, and then like that, and then you sort of
it out in your head.
Yeah, and then you can go on like that, you see, and you know, so you can kind of see how it can.
That was quick.
How it can develop, and then you've got this that can be used for a tail. That could also be part of a tail, and then you've got the other fin. You can see how you build up.
Yeah,
start
wow,
to
that
build
was
the
quick.
fish up.
Okay. It's a beautiful evening on the Thames tonight. I'm out with Nicola. Here we go. Hi, Nick.
Hi there, Jason.
How are you?
I'm very well. It's great to spend the evening mudlarking.
Yeah, absolutely. We even had a cheeky pint in the pub before we came out. So what did we find tonight? Can you point out the highlights?
Oh.
It's quite a nice little smorgasbord of different finds.
It is. A really lovely, colourful selection here, isn't it? Well, I've got lots of lovely glass for my glass fish, but I've got to show you these two special pieces here, one of which you found. The red and the yellow glass, probably from old ship lights, actually. So they're very special. Some beautiful bits of pottery here. some nice
Staffordshire comb slipware there.
Slipware. We've got some other little pieces of old cooking pots that were in somebody's kitchen at some point. I think that's part of a pipkin.
Could be, yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, some
that's probably
obligatory. Yeah, absolutely.
Some pipes, pipe stems.
Clay pipes. We've got a few buttons. There's one here, probably Georgian buttons, and a tiny bead, another button. Bottle stoppers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Glass
bottle stopper.
Lovely.
And got a vulcanite stopper.
Yeah.
And you've got some things there as well.
Yeah,
haven't you?
quite a bit of random bits of pottery, a lot of transferware, some clay pipe bowls, musket bowls, pins, copper nails. Yeah, quite a nice little selection. Nice little key there as well. So yeah, we did well tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous evening. Such a beautiful sunset. So
yeah, it's stunning. The view over there.
Yeah, absolutely
shard.
beautiful.
It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nick. It's been fun.
Oh, my pleasure. It was great to go mudlarking with you, Jason.
I really hope you enjoy going on several nightlarking adventures with me and my friends along the River Thames. Special thanks to the North American Sea Glass Association for inviting me to speak at this virtual festival.